I can't just stop loving this series. It is brilliant in its own way, even with this episode. I normally give my impressions 3 episodes in, where I have to like watch the series and then and within 3 episodes judge it. But this series is such a good isekai. Now I don't know if in anyone else's eyes if this is a good isekai or not, but in my eyes it's a very good isekai for what it is, because it doesn't only have this dark fantasy setting, but also it has this story element which is very important to an isekai, where it's not all about getting transferred into another world, having an overpowered character, having a harem or some shit like that. It's not about that, but rather this time it's about something really dark, really something which is different from what we always see in an isekai. Something about fighting against actual threat, fighting against, and especially this is a desperate situation. That's what makes this one a different isekai from the others, because when you look at different the other isekais, I don't see a damn desperate situation in there. There's always this OP character who will come up out there and just save the day. That's just basically how it is with all the other isekais I've seen so far. I haven't watched ReZero, but personally it wasn't my taste, I would say. But it's another one which is pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, isekai, when it comes to that, it's always about the old part characters and everything. But this is something different, and that is, I think so, why I appreciate it for what it is, underdog story. And I've said this in episode 1 too. But right into this, Reptilia has turned into an adult. Well, that's what happens when you level up. Well, that's good to know. I guess hitting level 10 makes you an adult. That's great to know. Is that an adult form or it's a teenage form? I'm not sure. Whatever it is, it's still there. But yeah, that's basically something that I would say is something that would happen in the game. When you it's like that when you level up a character, you just have this thing where it evolves on its own, and Raftelia has evolved on her own, and the shield hero is like, huh? Is she really? Is she really? Like when the when the weaponsmith was asking talking to her about her being cute and everything, he's like, really? She turned into cute adult or some shit. It's like, I don't know what that whole scene was with the cute with the shield hero. I was about to say cute hero for whatever reason, but okay. With the shield hero, but uh, that was a weird scene just in general for me. Like what? But yeah, she's turned into an adult. We see that Raftelia has also taken like her own life decisions rather than depending on Naofumi for what it is, because she has been depending on him for a long time, and now she's like having this pouts and everything. Like we are the usual cutesy, you know, who need to protect. Every season we need to protect someone. This season it's Raftelia. So yeah. But yeah, that's pretty cool in my opinion that she's starting to take her own decisions rather than depending on now for me for all the thing. But one of the scenes that really got my attention was this one, where all the heroes, not the all the shield heroes. My English is going down. Like what the hell? But all the shield again, not all the shield heroes, all the heroes that get her around, and you remember that jerk from episode 1, and you're like, not this guy again. Like, you had that expression when he showed up, and he's like, yeah, not this guy again. He started talking to Raftalia and everything, and it's just like such a, like, I don't know how to put it. Such like, you feel kind of this rage build up as soon as you see him. That's that type of character I feel he is in my eyes, because you have this rage build up as soon as you see him. You know he's doing this shit for just gaining shit, like all the shit, and taking everything from the shield hero and everything. Now that's very much what I see here. And the other two heroes are like, okay, that happened. Like, literally, that's basically their expression. And not only that, but they also speak about Naofumi not like holding them back and shit. And they fight a boss. That is true. They do fight a boss level character. That's a chimera, I guess. But Naofumi defends a whole village. In my opinion, fighting a boss is nothing as close to defending a village. Defending a village is a completely different situation from fighting a boss. Like, it is not anything you can accomplish by fighting a boss. Now, obviously, you need someone to fight the boss. I understand that. But at the same time, you have 100 of people, 100 of waves coming at you, and all you have to evacuate all the villagers. I feel like that's more of a challenge than going up against a boss who is still not there at the village and just far, far away. So I think so that is a bigger accomplishment just in general for what it is. Now, I'm not disregarding their achievement of fighting a boss, a chimera, a strong level character. Not going to like disown that achievement from them. The other heroes do their part. But at the same time, the shield hero also did his part and did the most important part of the whole mission. So, and that's it's not like he was having a easy time like them. It wasn't an easy time for the shield hero. It was a pretty hard time for him, and a really really hard time. By pretty hard I mean because you could see this man is injured all over the place. He's all he can do is defend people. He can attack anyone and everything until Raftalia came in. Like you see this man in a desperate situation trying to evacuate everything. And as much of a cliche as it is about how people got inspired by the shield hero and are helping him and everything, even the knights and everything, as cliche as it gets, I don't care about it, okay? It's still good. It's still good writing in my eyes because of the way it was done. Because it makes sense for what it is. The heroes, the uh other heroes are just doing their shit with the boss and the shield hero alone, and all these villagers are seeing the shield hero as just he can just defend himself. He can't attack or do anything like that. And for that, the villagers go ahead and help him too, because it's not only the shield heroes fighting against the monsters, but he's also fighting for their own village, which makes I think so most of us would be inspired by that because of the way. Just think about it, like your whole village is getting destroyed, your whole town is getting destroyed, and there's just one person fighting this whole wave of things, and you can't do anything but watch him defend himself and not attack anyone. That's basically what the villagers would feel like. It's not easy to get through that. But other than that, it's also good to see the knights, even though three of them left the shield hero alone. It's good to see the knights help out shield hero, and also it is such a moment because the knights have helped the shield hero here, and you just know that it's the whole situation turned around as soon as these knights began to leave. You see this man take the formation. We are helping the shield hero because you see all of these people around here and they want to help the shield hero, but the commander is like, yeah, no, you need to go. You guys need to back out, and it's kind of rude for him to do that because the shield hero literally saved your life, dude. Even though he threatened you, he did save your life. So that's a little rude, to not even thank him for saving their life and just be like, yeah, let him die. Like, no, dude, come on, come on. And that was the moment the shield hero and Reptilia saved the knight's ass. Was one of the coolest looking fight scenes I would have ever seen. Like the whole moment was so good. Like even the moment you see the spear go right to Reptilia's hairs and shit, and you see how Reptilia is just going through and cutting off everybody, and you see the shield hero and Reptilia having this combination, teamwork and shit. And again, teamwork, one of the biggest things I like in any anime. Any anime which has a teamwork is already a plus in my eyes. That's a pretty good thing. So to see that happen, your two characters actually interact with each other and actually work together is one of the coolest things that could happen in an isekai. In an isekai, that's cool, okay? No way in hell that's not cool. So that's cool. Uh, Other than that, it's also cool to see the knights defend the shield hero and fight for him the way it is, while Shield Hero keeps them at the bay and use like air shield or some shit like that, chain shield. Like, he's got different shields. He's a shield hero. So, uh, other than that, it's great to see this scene too, because this whole scene changes the perspective, of the whole shield hero is a bad guy thing, and it gives this uh kind of this impression on puts this impression on the village of Loot. Now I'm not sure if anybody in the village of Loot knew about the shield heroes thing and everything, about how he was exiled and all that shit, but uh the whatever the case, the village of Loot now knows that how the shield hero is, and for sure they are gonna be really, really grateful for what he has done for them. So it's gonna be important for the shield hero to basically like help, like be in that character that he is, and also the villagers to help the shield hero in any way possible. Now, I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the next episode, but I'm pretty sure the villagers have understood that the shield hero is kind of an important character in their eyes, an important person in their eyes now, because he obviously saved the villagers even after the village got bombarded and everything. He still saved the villagers. That's what's important. Now, rebuilding a village is important, but at the same time, saving so many of these people that we see, even though he couldn't save all of them, he did save a lot of people, and that's what's important for a village. That's what important for a village to acknowledge a hero. So that's basically what happened here. He's been acknowledged as a hero finally, I would say. But other than that, this was quite a cute scene at the end of the episode, not gonna lie, because Reptalia, looking at how far she has came from the previous episode, the way she was this cranky little girl who was not even ready to fight for herself and afraid of killing people, to see her come all the way through that to you're a person who is ready to defend, uh, to become the sword of the shield hero, it's something that's grateful. Like, it's something that's just amazing to see. I don't know why I said grateful. I don't know why I said grateful. That I wouldn't even mean that, but it was something that was amazing to see in my eyes, and it's such a good, heartwarming moment in my eyes for what it is. And obviously, headpads are cute. Like, let's be honest here, headpads are always cute. They are always cute. Doesn't matter which anime there is. Headpads are always cute, even in hentai. What? What? Anyways, let's that's about it for this episode. A great episode just in general. A lot to talk about obviously, and a great great writing in this episode. I would say compared to the first episode and the second episode, this episode has some really good writing in it. Now, that's just me, I would say, because I loved writing for this episode, but yeah, compared to the first and second episode, first episode made the characters seem retarded. Second episode had a good writing too, but it did have its things going on here and there. I don't know if I pointed out because I was asleep, kind of asleep at that point when I was recording, but I'm pretty sure I might have pointed out one or two things that I disliked about it. And this episode writing was just straight up amazing. Straight up amazing in my eyes. It had some really good writing in it, just in general, and for what it is, I praise it. I praise the anime for. I praise this isekai to be one of the best anime isekais to ever be made. Anime isekais, by the way. There's a good manga isekai going on that I'm currently reading, and I really, really love that. But the anime isekai, this has to be one of the best ever adapted. Up there, definitely with one of my favorite isekais of all time, and that's Konosuba. It has to be up there with it for what it is. But obviously, Konosuba is more of comedic relief kind of side. Right, this is more of a dark side, so I have to put it up there with something like Slime or some shit like that, or Overlord or some shit like that, because that's more of a dark side of the anime. But yeah, it's definitely up there. Definitely Konosuba is what is the best isekai ever made. I will debate you on that. Konosuba is the best isekai ever made, alright? But it's definitely up there with it. So yeah, let me know what you think about this episode of Rising of the Shield Hero, and I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace.